Hello, this is Julie Stairs, Tooth Fairy, talking to you again about toothbrushes. Last time I talked to you about ordinary toothbrushes. This time I want to talk to you a bit more about an electric toothbrush. Some people prefer to use an electric toothbrush, and when you look in the shops, there's just so many to choose from. You can choose cheap ones or expensive ones. The best thing to choose though, the best thing to look for when you're choosing a toothbrush is an electric one, is that it's rechargeable. Okay, many toothbrushes you can buy are battery ones, but the batteries run out really, really quickly, and you never have the right batteries to hand, and so they tend not to get used properly. If you have a rechargeable one, they can be left on charge all the time. The manufacturers do recommend that about every 6 months that you take it off charge and let it run down completely. But they can be left on charge all the time, which is an advantage. They don't have to be left on charge all the time. And I find that my toothbrush, I charge it about every 5 to 7 days. And that works fine. I just charge it overnight just over once a week. And that seems to last really well. So when you're looking for a toothbrush, an electric toothbrush, the most important thing is that it's rechargeable. After that, the next thing that you're looking for is the head. Now, if you remember when we were looking at ordinary toothbrushes, I said the nice small head is what's important. Well, exactly the same is true when choosing an electric toothbrush. You need a nice small head. A small round head like that does a really good job. Now again, there are many, many sorts to choose from, and I always go back to the bog standard small, round, basic head, and I find that does a good job. So what you want in your toothbrush is you want that head to oscillate, so it's going to do the little oscillating movement so that you don't have to do those little circles when you're cleaning your teeth. So for people who don't have the manual dexterity to do the little circles, these can be really, really helpful. But it is important they're used properly. The danger with an electric toothbrush, particularly when children have them, is they think it's going to do all the work. And I've seen many children who use an electric toothbrush and they just go, meow, meow, done it, and they think they've done it. And that's really not going to do a good enough job. But if they're used properly, they're very, very good. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how to use your electric toothbrush. So first of all, you make sure it's charged up. When you put the toothpaste on, it's quite good to just press it into the bristles a little bit, otherwise it can fall off on the first tooth before you've got very far. So again, in exactly the same way as you used a manual toothbrush, you're going to think of a method rather than just doing it haphazardly all around your mouth. Start in one place and have a method, work your way around the tooth methodically. So if we start again at the bottom of the back, and so what you're going to do, and I'm not going to turn this on because it makes quite a lot of noise and isn't very helpful when I'm demonstrating it, but basically when I turn it on, the head is going to oscillate like that. So we turn it on when it's on that first tooth, and we're going to hold it on the gum edge. So it's going to brush the gum edge and the tooth, but you're not going to have to do your little circles because that's what the brush is doing for you. But it's important, it's only going to brush really one tooth at a time. So when you've done that tooth, then you move on to the next one. So you're going to work your way slowly around the mouth. So as you can see, it's still going to take as much time as it takes to brush with a manual brush, which should be about 2 minutes. It's not going to be any quicker, but it is going to be very thorough. And they generally, if they're used properly, they're doing a more thorough job than a manual toothbrush can do, but only if they're used properly. When we get to here again, you've got to turn it round to go round to the other side. Don't forget to double back on yourself so you don't miss one or leave one out there. And you're going back on the other side all the way to the back. Now some of them, the head's so small, and I certainly find with mine, I can go right around the back of those very back teeth because it's got such a lovely small head, which is really good. So when you've done the outside surface, again you're going to go back to the inside surface, exactly the same as we did with our manual toothbrush, holding it on the gum edge so that we're brushing all the plaque away from those gum edges and brushing those teeth, getting them nice and clean. When you get to the front ones, if you hold the toothbrush more like that, it's a bit easier to get right in there. You're going to brush all around there and right to the back there. One tooth at a time. So then we've done the outside, the inside, and again we're going to do the chewing surfaces. So this time you just need to hold the brush, and as it oscillates, it will clean those chewing surfaces. One tooth at a time, working from the back towards the front. the one side and the same again on the other side. That's it. And that's the lower teeth brushed. And then we have to do the same again on the upper teeth. So again, start in one place, let those bristles do their work, brushing the gum edges and the teeth. Work your way around one tooth at a time. Try not to rush. It's very easy to rush through it, but particularly last thing at night, you need to spend a really good amount of time brushing your teeth. And then when you get to here, you're going to turn your toothbrush around again, and don't forget, don't miss one just here, all the way around to the other side. So letting that toothbrush do its work, and then back to the beginning and the inside. Now it can be quite tickly when you're doing the top teeth on the inside, and some people really don't like the feel of an electric toothbrush because they vibrate so much, but if you can tolerate them, they do a really good job. And make sure you're getting right behind those front teeth, all the way up to the gum edges, all the way round to the back again, one tooth at a time, and then those chewing surfaces on both sides. There we go. And that is how to use an electric toothbrush correctly to get the best, most effective and thorough toothbrushing from it. Hope you find that's useful. Don't forget to look at my website, www.juliestairs.toothfairy.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Bye.